Okay, it's 6 o'clock, and I'll call this meeting of the Mount Vernon City Council to order. We do have a quorum. I appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate our visitors as well. New face I haven't seen before. I'm Brad Hyman. Welcome. Mary's going to lead us in our invocation.
Father God, we thank you for this day and for each person here and for the beautiful weather we've had today. And Lord, we just ask that you watch over us and guide us and give us direction as we make decisions for the city, and ask your protection over everyone as they travel home. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Please join for our pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I'm not going to read through all of that, but if the council has had the opportunity to review the consent agenda, I would ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion from Marty,
I'll second.
second from Harold. All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks. All right, report on items of community interest. I don't have anything personally tonight, but does anybody have anything like to share tonight?
The Winfield to Winsboro thing. SWEPCO is having a special meeting tomorrow night at 5 p.m. At First Baptist Church to provide public information on the replacement of the Winfield to Winsboro transmission line, which is a 69 kilovolt line that runs 35 miles, I think. And some of the line, some of the line has been on poles that are over 70 years old. So it's probably time to upgrade them. They're going to go from wooden to steel poles. Anybody that's interested is invited to attend. I've got a little handout here if you want to look at it. It's really intended for the property owners, but I think that they would like input from anybody. So,
Is it First Baptist Church?
First Baptist Church in the Family Life Center.
By the map, it even looks like this little line that goes across Lake Cypress Springs.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Anybody out there have anything? All right. We don't have anybody signed up for citizen participation tonight.
When did you want, I'm sorry.
Sure.
When did you want Jennifer to?
Can she do it right now?
Sure.
So she can go, Jennifer is
Sure.
Goodson's our animal control officer, and she's got a daughter that's in a track meet.
That's right.
So my name is Jennifer Goodson, and we are very excited. We are hoping to move out to the new Paws building in a partnership with the county and the city and Paws. That way we can help with more animals. Right now we are at a 7 kennel shelter, and at the new shelter we'll have 45 cages for dogs, and we'll have a little bit more help and resources in helping everybody, county and city animals. Do you have any questions?
You've done a great
Harold?
job handling
Yeah,
it
how
with
much
the little
does
guy.
Paws put in for this? A third, you said? And how much dollar is that? Is it by donation?
That's $51,203
A year?
a year.
Okay.
For the first year of operation,
Yeah.
each partner has an understanding that the budget this year is basically an estimated budget, and that we will look at actual costs to determine the budget forthcoming. Paws has also agreed, in addition to that, to help fund special needs in addition to that, fencing and things like
Would
that.
that be another person? I mean, you're not gonna be able to do all that by yourself, are you?
No.
So we are going to be asking for volunteer help. There's a submission form that they fill out so that we could do a background check, because the city insurance is going to be covering them when they're on our facility. And so we ask all volunteers to fill that out, and then we'll give them approval whether they can volunteer or not. And then also we are looking at possibly hiring another individual to help me out. That way we do one Saturday for that individual, Saturday, Sunday, of caring for the animals, and then I'll do the next Saturday, Sunday. That way we kind of share it, and we have constant love and care for all these animals.
Okay, Tina Jaggers, we've spoken to Tina, who's already out there doing grooming, and she has agreed to help us out free for a couple of months until we kind of work out how the operation's gonna look. She might be a candidate that would wanna work part-time. And we're gonna kinda roll into this slow, limited times to be opening, a couple days a week initially to make sure that we don't get overwhelmed and that we get all the processes down and use what does work, get rid of what doesn't work, just make sure that it's all very smoothly. Is going to be totally operated by the city. PAWS has no operational authority in it. The county has no operational authority, nor do they want operational authority.
So, say somebody drops off 4 6-month-old puppies. Do we raise them to 15 years old, or what happens to that? It's a knowledge. I want
That's
to
a good
know.
question.
That's
how
an
it
excellent
works.
question.
I'll be
I'm
having
not
weekly
for putting
meetings.
Animals down. Don't,
Yeah.
I
I'll be
did that
having weekly
once.
meetings with Craig and Kathy about problems as they arise. At this time, I hope to run this shelter just like we do ours. Our current shelter, once we get full, I mean, we're constantly publicizing trying to adopt. But once we get full, we have to kind of look and we have to say, okay, I'm sorry, you've been given quite a while. We're going to tell everybody, hey, we're full. We're about to have to euthanize. This dog is the one that's up for euthanasia. That happened a week ago. I was like over capacity at our 7 kennel shelter. And I posted and I said, Levi is up to be euthanized. I didn't use the word euthanize. I just said, we're going to have to make a decision on Friday.
Right.
And Levi is up for decision. And people caught on to it. And so somebody came and fostered another dog in the shelter. And therefore, Levi did not get euthanized. He's still at our shelter currently. But sometimes it's just telling the community, hey, we're at our max. Is there any way y'all can help? Can you foster? Can you spread the word a little bit more? Let's get some of these dogs moving. And so we'll pretty much run it that way. But if we have to, we will euthanize.
So when you say foster, you leave them there, and you don't leave them.
They go
take
to the
them.
person's house. So the
Okay.
foster applicant has to fill out a background check also. We have to know info about them. And then they house the dog at their house. If the dog needs medical needs, they
Right.
contact me. And then I determine, is this medical need needed, or is this dog in too bad a shape? Like, let's say it ran away and got
Right.
hit by a car. I need to determine, is this something we can fix or not? And so at that time, the foster contacts me and says, hey, it has a cough, it has a running eye, and I take care of that.
So there's 45 spots. It's not 45 dog spots. It's 45 animals.
45 kennels. So like right now, I have 4 puppies in 1 cage at our current shelter. So sometimes you can house 2 adult dogs together. I probably wouldn't go over 2 adult dogs. But puppies, we've had up to 8, like 6 and 8 week olds in 1 cage together.
Wow.
3 primary roles that PAWS have: fundraising, number 1; helping with adoptions is number 2; and volunteerism is number 3. That's what that's their primary responsibility: is fundraising and adoption. So we're going to rely heavily on them. She already has a network of rescues and things like that that can assist with adoption. We also have some other contacts that are going to be working with. We're going to try to get them in and out as fast as we possibly can.
So what's the dollar value of the city out there for a year projected?
Also, we're gonna charge a surrender fee. So if somebody just wants to come and turn in their dog, they're
We're not
gonna
doing
have to pay us to take it.
The contribution of all 3 parties, budget-wise, is, like I said, $51,000.
Okay.
Our actual contribution was at 19. That we're shifting over from the existing. All we're doing, we're not putting any more money into it.
Okay.
We're taking the existing budget and putting that in it, plus her time, and that's our contribution. It's not costing us at this point anything more.
And our shelter's pitiful. I feel, man,
No,
I go
it's
down
not
there and
good.
see it, I'm like, it's horrible. The wastewater treatment plant actually needs that space too.
Yes.
So that's, it's on
And
the edge of that
volunteers
creek.
can't go
And,
there to help right now.
yeah, we can't get a volunteer down, that's right. Because we gotta
My
keep-
volunteers are extremely excited about the new facility and being able to help again. So, I mean, it looks beautiful down there. It's repainted. They've done a very good job. The play yard is very nice. It's a lot better shape than what we have down at wastewater right now.
We're basically getting, if we were to build this shelter today, the facility that we have out there, you're probably looking between $5 and $7 million. And it's just basically being handed to us. So it's a pretty good deal. It really is.
And Harold could be the second person to donate, to adopt a pet.
I love dogs. I just don't want them in my yard.
Would you like a cat?
And besides, I think it's cruel to put them in a cage anyway.
Yeah.
Dogs are runners. Y'all don't put them out for recess or anything, I guess.
Oh, we
Yes, we
do.
do.
They get group playtime 3
you go.
times a day. They get it first thing in the morning while I'm cleaning their cages, and then we'll have with our volunteers yard supervisors, so they'll supervise the playtime for us, and then they get lunch playtime, and then right before we leave for the day, they get their third playtime. And it's group playtime for enrichment to help with their mental stimulation.
She's on me.
We have volunteer spaces for dog watchers and dog walkers and
Cleaners.
cleaners and whatever, bathers, it doesn't matter.
And there's great opportunity down in our new facility to help the community in such a greater way. I mean, we have a room that could be used as a conference room for 4-H or to talk to people about dog care, proper dog care. There's so many different aspects in that new facility that we can help all around us, the surrounding counties too.
You could probably have a little NTCC program over there, college program.
Well, what we're thinking is that we have a surgical suite, we have a full-blown, fully equipped exam room complete with x-ray machine, and I'm very interested in trying to maybe find a vet that's just graduated that wants to start a practice, and maybe would be, come in and in exchange for,
So that we're capable of doing that.
we would be
Yes.
capable of
Wow.
doing that. I mean, it's turnkey. I mean, they could walk in tomorrow and start practicing.
And Paul's is gonna pay for a fence to be put up across the front with gates so that people can't come in unless.
What's that little group that comes in and gets
APL.
dog shots and stuff now?
APL, they go out there once a month,
They still go out there?
Yeah.
Twice a month.
twice a month.
Last month, okay. Well, then you guys won't be doing that.
We're hoping in the future to be able to do spays
Sure.
and neuters for our kennel animals in-house, but we are still utilizing the APL
Okay.
for our spays and neuters at this current time.
Good. Well, I'm excited that you're excited about it, so it looks good. I mean, I think we got the right person. You can leave now.
That's right.
Well, I'm having fun down there. The
Okay,
animals
good.
are a blast. And sometimes I bring my animals down here and share with them so that they can have a little bit of puppy love too.
I am adopting the first pet tomorrow. Harold. That's why I said second, I'm adopting the
Won't
first one.
be. They had my last dog.
Are you really? Yeah.
But
Tomorrow.
animal control
Yeah,
has a
tomorrow
lot
I'm
more
adopting
to
over
do than just cats and dogs. We've done raccoons, we've done a miniature pig, we've done bats, armadillos.
What'd you do with them?
So a lot of them go to rehab if they're babies. Like the bat
You
the
rehabbed
bat
the
had
bat?
babies on it. So the bat mommy and the babies went to rehab to make sure they were okay. We have connections with the rehabber. The baby pig went to rehabilitation center.
Robin Palmer.
Yes,
It's
I was
who
going to say Robin Palmer.
Yeah.
I knew she did, but we're not
Yeah.
gonna do that at the shelter out there. That's just
No.
dogs. and
we
cats.
send those to her.
Oh.
We give
Okay.
her a
Just wanna make
call
sure that we've got
when
that.
we get a
Yeah.
bat.
If somebody in town has an animal like that, we get it to a rehabber. We don't. do
Yes.
that.
We
Robin's
do
good,
not.
though.
We
You'll pick it up.
Well,
we
we
will
have
pick
to
up an
in
armadillo
the
that's
city.
stuck in a cat cage and relocate it, or a raccoon and stuff. So I mean, we deal with a lot of skunks
Yeah, I know you
and
do.
sometimes roadkill. So I mean, animal control has a lot to do.
That's the non-fun part. Thanks for doing it, though.
I just want to go on record now and let y'all know I don't have a water bill anymore, so I'll stop bitching.
All right. Jennifer, thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
That was classic.
Don't they get rid of it, too.
All right, it is 6:15, and I'm gonna open our public hearing.
No,
No?
it's not supposed to be on there.
We're taking it off?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I noticed he wasn't here.
Supposed to be on there. I don't know why it's on there.
Okay, well, we won't have a public hearing. So I'll close the public hearing.
Thanks.
Are they gonna come next time, maybe? Did this change your plans? Never mind.
This is already done. That is from like.
Well, I
over
thought
a
we
year
did
ago.
this a year ago too. I thought he was
Yeah,
changing it back or
I
something.
don't know what happened.
Okay, I got you.
No excuses, don't have it handy.
I thought it was like deja vu or Groundhog Day again. I thought we did this.
I really don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move right on to our items to be considered. So item number 2 is consider an act upon approval of ordinance 2025-01, canceling the May 3rd, 2025 election due to candidates being unopposed. I assume that means you guys are doing a great job, and you are. So we need a motion to cancel the election.
I'll make a motion.
Motion, Marty? Second from Harold, all in favor?
I think it means that they love, the citizens of this community love this council, is what I think. So, when they don't want y'all to be replaced, I don't think it has anything to do with us.
Good work, good work.
He's resigning.
You're still not getting a raise though.
Well, it doesn't matter.
We
Still
gave
zero.
100% last year.
Still zero.
Doubled his salary.
Still zero. All right, so item number 3, consider an act upon approval of interlocal agreement between the city of Mount Vernon, Franklin County, and Paws of Franklin County for the animal shelter. We'll do this 2 different directions, one for the county and one for our agreement with Paws, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is for our interlocal agreement with Franklin County.
In a nutshell, basically, this interlocal agreement, which was passed by Commissioners Court on the 24th of February, basically requires the county to reimburse the city for 1/3 of the actual operational costs as invoiced, and that can't exceed $51,200, which is 1/3 of the proposed budget. And then it also requires the county to reimburse the city of Mount Vernon for the cost of animal control activities if the county requests assistance in the unincorporated areas. And also requires that the county enforce any existing and any future laws that may come out of the legislative session with regard to the regulation of animals in unincorporated areas of the county. We're not going to go out in the county unless they're going to stand by and enforce the laws. On our part, it basically just says that we're responsible for operations and supervision and financial management and all those types of things. So it was approved by Commissioners Court, like I said, on the 24th of February, and they're good with it, and we're good with it, and the county does not have any agreement with Paws itself. They just wanted to deal with us, and that was fine with us. We just want their money.
Any questions? Well, we need a motion to approve the interlocal agreement with the county.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion from Mary,
I'll second.
second from Marty, all in favor?
No.
And 1 nay, Harold nay. We got 2 yeas and a nay. You've been looking forward to that.
She's not gonna mess with me again.
All right, so item number 4, consider an act upon approval of agreement between Paws of Franklin County and the city of Mount Vernon. So,
This particular agreement requires that Paws of Franklin County assist the city in the following area. Number 1, they agree that the city has full authority and responsibility for operations and control of everything that happens at the shelter. They will pay 1/3 of the operational expenses as invoiced by the city of Mount Vernon. They will assume primary role for fundraising activities. They will assume the primary role for volunteer recruitment. The city supervises the volunteers. They will provide volunteer labor for the care of animals held at the shelter, and they will also assist in the adoption of animals from the shelter. Those are their primary responsibilities. They will not have any of the board members or any of their staff or volunteers housed at the shelter. It'll be totally city staff. They approved this. Their board approved this, and Jan signed it on February 25th. Again, on this one, The city does operations, it does intake, care, supervises all volunteers. We do screening of volunteers, maintenance of grounds, risk management, financial management, and we will help them in solicitation of donations and marketing and public relations, but that's not our primary responsibility.
All right, if there are any questions, we need a motion to approve for the interlocal agreement with Paul's.
Make a motion.
Motion from Harold,
Second.
second from Marty. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, that's unanimous, imagine that. Killing me. All right, item number 5. Consider and act upon approval of Resolution 25-05 grant application for patrol/CID desktop computers. Ms. Leah?
I want our top law enforcement officer in the city to
Absolutely.
address this.
So I'm working on a grant for CID desktop computers. It's not just really specifically just the CID, but it's also going to be for patrol. Right now, we only have a total of 3 desktop computers. That is it for the whole entire PD. Me and Jason, of course, we have our own because doing all the investigations and everything. So the patrol guys are sharing 1 desktop computer right now. We have at least 2 on duty. There's times we have 3 officers on, and if all 3 of them have got reports they have to do, they have to wait until one officer gets done with the reports before the next officer can do theirs. So I'm asking on the grant for 6 desktop computers, but it's going to be a total of $13,000 that I'm asking for. But that includes the Word, Microsoft Office. That's everything. So
Did you get a grant for all those, you think?
I'm trying to.
Is this 100% or is this a match? Okay.
No, this is 100% grant. This is through that one's through JAG, so criminal justice. So it's 100%.
Have you seen the officers, the patrol officers, the number of reports they have to do increase recently, or
Yes.
since they?
Yeah.
And that's a good thing, right?
Well, yes, sir. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It is a good thing, and it has. It's increased. More officers too. We get more reports, and it's not just reports. When it comes to accidents, they all have to do crash reports. We have to do those online, submit those to the states. Some of the tickets that they write, they have to go on the computer and they have to do all that. And right now, with just one of them, let's just wait until one gets done report for another one, and that just kind of delays on getting the cases to me for me to start investigating them.
How quick will that grant go through, you think? Or maybe
It'll be a year before I really know
A
anything.
year, okay.
It'll be the one I have. I got it 8 years ago, and I got it refurbished 8 years ago. And I'm crossing my fingers that one's going to last me until the end of the year.
Well, maybe budget time here, we can find a way to get you something between now and then, 'cause that's a long time to wait. If you need them, you need them. And I could see somebody hanging around wanting to go home and having to write reports. That's not good.
Kind of acting up.
So-
I have to love tap it every now and
So
then.
that's nothing, that's nothing you can do on a tablet then and send to a specific area.
It's hard, yeah. On the
Really?
tablets. They try to do as much as they can with the tablet
Sure,
inside their
sure.
unit, but being able to push a lot of the information over into the main system on the main server, it's just
I know what you mean, though.
It's
Some
hard to
things just don't function well on a tablet, too. You have to get on a computer to have full functionality.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
thinking about they do them at night or catch up whenever they did. I just thought, surely they can do that.
And then there's sometimes that we have calls to where, especially the assaults and the disturbances, I have, both officers on duty are definitely going to respond to that. Well, even though they're on the same call, both of them mandate have to do reports. So it might be one call, but everybody on scene has to do a report. So
Thanks for going after those grants like you do. You always get them, it seems like, too.
I try my best.
Okay,
I
you're-
don't always get all of them, but I try
She
my
does.
best.
It's
Great
good, best
job.
I've ever
She
seen.
does.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Does a great job.
But that's all on that one. So, but it's 13,000. That's what I'm looking at for that one.
So if we happen to buy a couple early and we got the grant, we still get the grant even if we buy some early to help you guys.
Mhm.
I hate to see you wait a year for it, you know, so
Yeah,
it
yes.
can get used for something else maybe.
Huh? Probably not, because we haven't been approved for the grant. So, that would be the only thing, we haven't been approved for it, so we couldn't, you know, for example, we couldn't buy now and then use that money to reimburse us what we bought now.
No, I mean, could we use it for something else is what I'm getting at. If you get awarded
If
it.
we get approved and there's something else, then I will, have to ask for approval from them to be able to change it to
Maybe
something
think
else.
about what that'd be is ask for,
Yeah.
I wanna make you follow me.
Yeah, yeah.
Just make sure we get you what you need, a little bit of that
What
sooner.
they have would probably need to be upgraded,
Yeah.
you know, in a year anyway.
Let's have that in budget requests either way. That way we can get creative and then you have your grant for whatever it gets used for, but make sure your grant can have some flexibility if you can.
I will know hopefully in, I've got a grant meeting this week, so hopefully in the next 3 months, I will know if they're gonna recommend us for funding for
Okay.
it. So I should know a little bit more in about 3 or 4 months if we're being recommended for
We'll
funding.
get you some computers either way. Yeah, it's not, like I think the council would make that happen. I hate to say that like that, but I mean, one computer is not good and I'm sure it's old.
It's hard for Petrolia. It
Mhm.
is. It really is. So, but they've been doing good though. They've been making it work. They've been making it work.
All right, cool.
So we need to go ahead and take action on this one, right?
Yeah, you need
For the
approval to-
resolution.
Okay, so we can do that now or, yeah. We would need a motion to approve. Really
I'll
going
make
after the grant.
a motion to approve.
Motion approved from Mary,
I'll second.
second from Marty. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Leah. Stay
Uh-huh.
after them. Yeah.
The next one. The next one, the officer equipment for protection. That's going to be the Homeland Security. That's going to be right at 10,000. Right now, we are equipped with a lot of awesome things, grants, and then with the City Council approval. On this one right here, I'm trying to get. We do not have ballistic helmets, nor do we have gas masks. We have shields, we have vests, but the only thing we do not have is ballistic helmets. The grant does require that we do apply for a minimum of 10,000. So for me to be able to do the 10,000, I was wanting to apply for the ballistic helmets and gas mask combo for all the officers. That's also including CID. That a way, if something major was to happen, active shooter, hazmat situation, anything, we will have the full equipment that we will need, from the mask to the helmets.
Yes, those shields are bulletproof, you see on officers sometimes?
So right now we all have the shields. We
No,
all
I mean
have
the
shields
face
in
mask deal, the face mask.
No, it's more of a gas mask.
Oh, okay.
So it's more
Like if you had to do
biohazard.
forced entry and use tear gas.
Yes,
and,
yes, sir.
okay, you
Mhm.
guys would be safe to do that. You could enter. Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's one of those. That's about
Yeah.
all I have on that one. On that one, I mean, it's just simple. It's just the ballistic helmets and the gas mask.
Yeah, no, it'd be good to have.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
And that
so
will be a total of 9 for all of us.
all right, so we need a motion to approve that grant application as well.
I'll make a motion.
Motion from Marty, second from Harold. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
All right,
Thanks,
thank
Leah.
y'all so much. Appreciate
You
you.
bet. All right, item number 7, consider and act upon approval of resolution 25-07, applying for a Texas Community Block Grant Program with the Texas Department of Agriculture for the Downtown Revitalization Program.
This is the sidewalk grant application cycle that's coming back, and this needs to be in 1st of April.
April 3rd.
And there were some changes in the match. You want to fill them in on that?
So it's going up to 1 million, and our part in the past has been 75,000. It could be as low as 20,000.
75 or 50? It says 50 on here.
She emailed back Friday maybe and said it could be as low as 2250. But we've been approved before, so she said she would assume closer to 20.
And we don't have a specific project yet for this, but this could be something that we look at the wall, the plaza wall with, or the sidewalk down by Alliance going,
It's falling in the road.
and it's falling into the road.
One
Yeah.
said the sidewalk by Alliance, also we could take out the planters already talked to Kitty and Laney about that before, and then talked over that.
What was that again now? Oh, over
The
here.
side Rutherford Road.
Yeah, nobody walks down that sidewalk hardly though. But traffic wise, it's by the bank and the optics, I think it's falling in the road.
It is falling in the road.
It would be also, not
Yeah.
one or the other, it would be included.
I could do both of them, you mean? Well, that'd be nice if there's enough money. All right, well, it's kind of a no-brainer not to do it. This thing's, you've just about done all of downtown except for the last bit.
You're just approving for us to.
Apply for it.
To apply, yeah.
All right, need a motion to apply.
I'll make a motion to apply for the grant.
Motion from Mary,
I'll second.
second from Marty, all in favor.
Aye.
Motion carries. So that's all of our action items. Moving on to discussion items.
Okay, on infrastructure, just a couple of updates. The crews are working on water line and wastewater line on extending it on Tolbert Street, and hopefully they have that done today. The other major things in infrastructure, they're making progress at the raw water intakes. They've got the generator out there. I think that they're waiting on some type of pump or some type of controller to be able to move forward on it. Controls for it, but if you drive out by the lake, you can see all the stuff out there. The generator's there, the pumps are there. They haven't been installed. All that'll happen over the next couple of months. The improvements to the water treatment plant, they're finalizing. We have a lot of electrical work that needs to be done, and the bathrooms, I guess, have been put in. Just the finishing in bathrooms out there. Eye wash stations were installed. Eye wash station was installed in the wastewater treatment plant. We've been helping the county out. Last week, somebody, one of the contractor that was working with them, apparently punctured a geothermal line, and we helped them cut up their parking lot and excavate, only to find out that's not where it was punctured. They've asked us to help them again, maybe sometime this week. So they've helped out there. Security cameras have been installed at the, we're getting them installed everywhere. They've been installed at the maintenance barn area. We didn't have them before. We have them now. I'm trying to think of anything else. Carsdale and Arrington, that grant is being officially closed out right now. We're going to come back and visit that street replacement as soon as it dries out and warms up enough to do asphalt. That's the next major street project that we'll be working on. Texas Parks and Wildlife is supposed to be here sometime in April to meet with us about improvements at Little Creek Park. So that's happening. MHS will be here on the 28th, I think it is, the workshop day. 24th. They're going to go ahead and use the workshop to
It'll be a
special meeting to roll out the land use plan, future land use plan, and the new zoning ordinance for everybody, so y'all have plenty of time to look at it. I wanted them to have a larger amount of time than just 10 minutes, so in case you guys had any questions on it. But everything on that looks great. I mean, it looks amazing. So I'm trying to think of anything else. James, you have anything?
No, nothing big. We're just, nothing really.
KSA was here last Friday.
Well, they did Friday. They did surveying all the structures that are out at the wastewater treatment plant. So they just didn't survey the land. They surveyed each structure. That way they know where each structure is actually sitting on the plan. So
For the plans for expansion.
Yeah.
For the expansion.
We opened manholes that hadn't been opened in years. We seen some of them inside the plant are in pretty bad shape. They look just like a dirt hole.
Manholes down here,
Yeah, there's just nothing left of them.
like the bricks gone, that was in them, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, we got a few of those inside the plant. We had to take the lids off and get in there and look at them, but we got into them. We bolted them back down for right now.
And stuff flows through them? Yeah. Wow.
KSA is also finalizing, I think they have everything now, all the required documentation for the raw water line or the main line from the lake to the city for that grant or that loan/grant, forgivable loan/grant application. They should have everything that they need right now. I think that Tony Dulles, our water treatment plant, is providing them some final numbers, but they should be moving on that in the next couple of months as far as whether we're going to be awarded that or not. So, and everything at this point looks really good. Everything at this point looks really good.
What's the timing on the award after that?
I would anticipate it to be in October. So it'll probably be right after the state's fiscal year starts September 1st. Theirs is different than ours, but I would think that we'd know about it by then.
So we'd be building this thing in 26.
We could be building this thing in 26.
Yeah.
We could be building it in 26, which would be another busy year.
Yeah.
Another busy year, but we're in good shape. The State of the City report is, we're going to get that back from the printer. And how many copies did you order? 2.5 million? It's good. It's printed. It's in like a little booklet format. It looks really good, and that'll get out to everybody that has a water bill. Harold won't get one because he doesn't have a water bill anymore. But I'll bring one to you. You can have mine.
It's a $200 swing.
And I'm trying to think, is there anything else, guys? Kathy, am I forgetting anything? Okay.
Well, that's, I don't have anything else on my end. If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, I'll move.
Motion from Harold.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Good meeting.
Thank you all.
So you've been working with the county on the fire truck stuff?
You didn't tell me that they were complete idiots over there.
First of all, they are.
Unbelievable.
I love Scott. He's a good old boy. He's a ticket giver. He's a man. He's a good boy. I reckon he's ball games. That's how he is.
Yeah.
They just don't. I see it.
They don't know.
And I don't know the new ones. I don't know the new guys. I don't know those new.
And they don't want to listen. They don't want to. We gotta